You left everything you know and everyone you love behind. Why did you choose to come to Canada?
I did not have a choice. I am a political refugee. We had a dictatorship in Uruguay in South America in 1974. We had to go to Argentina, where we lived for 3 years. There was a military group that took over the government there, which meant that I was not able to get my permanent immigration papers. I was told that my husband, myself, and our 3 children had 60 days to leave the country at that point. We had no money. We asked for political protection from the United Nations. They presented us with 3 countries to choose from: Sweden, Austria or Canada. We came to Canada September 1977, but the Canadian embassy sent us to Red Deer. We didn't get a choice. We wanted to go to Toronto where we had friends, but the embassy said no, you have to go to Red Deer. We did not know anyone here, and it was one of the only places they did not have English as a second language classes, or help for immigrants. Nothing. Manpower put all the immigrants in the Park Hotel because it was across from their office.
What were some of the challenges you faced after coming to Canada?
Language barrier and nowhere to go to learn English. My husband and I were teachers and we asked the other immigrants where we can go to take English classes. Somebody told us they had classes at Red Deer College. Here, we shared our concern about the language barrier and the lack of help for new immigrants. It was through this conversation that they organized English classes on Saturdays all day for 1 month. Our English teacher, Rhonda Burbridge, helped us find jobs. Later Rhonda went on to be the executive director for Central Alberta Refugee Effort in 1979. After being at the Park Hotel only 2 weeks, Manpower told us that they could not pay for our hotel anymore and they put us on the street. We didn't know where to go. At the point Manpower invited us to leave Red Deer. There was another family from Uruguay, and they had an apartment up by the hospital with 2 bedrooms and they let us live with them. There was 2 families, 7 people, living in that 2-bedroom apartment. Also the Catholic schools helped us as they found it difficult to work with children with immigrant parents. So they formed English classes. The teacher, Leslie Crawford, was hired to take on this project.
What could be done differently to make things better?
Have something organized that will help, like care with language classes and support to help new immigrants settle and find good jobs. The only job they offered us when we first got here was in housekeeping. They also need help with knowing how to adapt with the climate here. When you first come here it is different, and when you do not know how all these things work you have to learn them from somewhere. You need people to teach or guide you. You have to learn all these new things. The language is just a part of it, it's basic. After that there is still so much to learn. Like how to integrate into a new society where some people don't even accept you. As a new immigrant you need to keep an open mind to change. You may not be able to go back home, and just because you are integrated here does not mean you are going to lose your culture or your values. At my house we speak Spanish and we keep up with our traditions. I know when I close the door every morning I have to speak English. I have to work, and I have to accept the new culture. I appreciate that Canada accepted me.